This is very shaky. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
That's a lovely response. Thank you so much. My name is Laura Boyce, and I'm Associate Vice President for Community Impact at United Way of Southeastern Pennsylvania, and I'm also Chair of the Job Opportunity Investment Network, also known as JOIN. And it is my pleasure to welcome all of you to the Gubernatorial Candidates Forum on the future of our workforce and economy. I want to start by saying how absolutely thrilled we are by tonight's turnout. And you can see there's a lot of folks here. This is wonderful. And we are thrilled by the participation of all of the candidates who are here today. The overwhelming interest in this forum shows that Pennsylvanians want a governor who is going to invest in training and education programs that put Pennsylvanians back to work and that help struggling businesses access the talent that they need. Tonight, we will hear the gubernatorial candidates discuss how the Commonwealth can best meet the needs of workers and businesses in the post-recession economy. As we look forward to this discussion, the organizations co-sponsoring this forum put together 6 policy recommendations for Pennsylvania's next governor. You can see these recommendations on your seat. We hope that during tonight's discussion, the candidates will speak to the following 6 big ideas. Expanding support for industry partnerships, increasing funding for adult literacy programs that connect literacy and work, accelerating post-secondary educational attainment, increasing access to high-quality workplace internships, expanding career opportunities and career preparation opportunities in Pennsylvania high schools, and creating back-on-track programs for high school dropouts. We believe that these 6 ideas can move displaced and low-wage workers into career pathways, can ensure Pennsylvania youth are work and college ready, and position Pennsylvania businesses to be highly competitive for the new economy. Before I introduce the moderator of tonight's forum, I want to thank all of our co-sponsors: the Job Opportunity Investment Network, the CEO Council for Growth, the Greater Philadelphia Urban Affairs Coalition, Philadelphia Academies, Philadelphia Workforce Investment Board, Philadelphia Youth Network, and United Way of Southeastern Pennsylvania. That's right. That's worth a hand. That's worth a hand. Now, putting together this forum has been a highly collaborative process, and every one of these organizations was essential to its success. We also want to thank the many supporting co-sponsors of this event, who you can see listed in your materials. And we also want to thank the outstanding leaders who served on our steering committee, who I'm about to name: Jeffrey Brown, Sally Glickman, Roosevelt Hairston Jr., Stacy Holland, Christopher Lewis, Charmaine Matlock Turner, Jill Michael, Lisa Nutter, Betsy Riley Wasserman, Laura Shabilla, and Rob Wonderling. And I think that's also worth a hand. So, without further ado, let me introduce our moderator for tonight's event, Steve Highsmith. Steve is MyPhil 17's Director of Community Relations and host of the Community Affairs program In Focus. He can also be seen on NBC 10 as the host of Live at Issue, a news and public affairs show, and covering elections and politics for NBC 10. Steve?
Thank you, Laura. Thank you to Laura and all the sponsors, and thank you to you, the audience here and on PCN. You're a great, good-looking audience and certainly intelligent. We can go home from here. It's already a success, just looking at you. It's a beautiful evening in Philadelphia. Welcome, and we have the First Lady, Lisa Nutter, here, of the City of Philadelphia, and it's just a wonderful start to what will be a 4 or 5 day long examination of these candidates, so hopefully you brought food. We really do want to welcome everyone here to the National Constitution Center in Old City, Philadelphia, and to this forum on the future of Pennsylvania's workforce and Pennsylvania's economy, and the views on that by the candidates for governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Now, as you can see, we have 6 candidates, 4 in the Democratic primary, 2 in the Republican primary. And we have mixed the two together, as you can see, and so far the air is breathable, so I think it's going to be a good evening. And I am your moderator. It is a forum, not a debate, so there are no follow-up questions or rebuttals. The questions have been selected by the parties other than your moderator, and based on the exhaustive work of these stakeholders and all they do to examine Pennsylvania's labor force, the economy, and the needs of the workforce in the future, and what's best to make all of that work, how to revitalize the economy and grow all of Pennsylvania's workers' jobs and the economy. Now, we know the story. The unemployment rate in the U.S. is about 10%. In Pennsylvania, it's about 9%, believed higher if you take into consideration those who have given up looking for work, if you take into consideration those who are underemployed. And you put that in the context of a 2-year recession, a globalization of the economy, the changing skill requirements, and you can see what the situation is and what we've been dealing with some success and some failures for a number of years. So what should or what can the next governor do? Well, here's how the evening's going to go. Each of our candidates will make an opening statement of 90 seconds. The candidates will then be asked questions. There are a total of 5 questions. Preceding each question will be a statement or background offered by the stakeholders in the issue of Pennsylvania's future. The order the candidates will speak has been determined by a random drawing, and we'll shift the order by one with each question as we go around. Each candidate will get 90 seconds to answer each question. Candidates, with respect, I have been encouraged to enthusiastically enforce the 90-second rule. Now, you will get some help. There is a gentleman's, in fact, we'll practice, 30 seconds remaining, and then there's another card that says 10 seconds remaining, and then there's another card that says stop. And if for some reason you drive right through that, we'll have a Pennsylvania State Trooper pull you over. And I will do the best I can to be cordial. But remember, on the wall of this great building, the main exterior wall looking at Independence Hall, is the preamble to the Constitution, and it is just 52 words. So there is power in brevity. And so we begin with this context. More than 500,000 Pennsylvanians are unemployed. Another million are working but earn less than self-sufficiency. Businesses are worried that even as the economy improves, will they over the long haul have the workforce they need, especially as baby boomers retire? So what can the next governor do? We will begin now with opening statements. And we begin, as I said, by random drawing with Dan Adarado.
Thank you. Good evening.